Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. We have an amazing show for you this week, so let's jump right in.
First up, All-Star and NBA legend Charles Oakley just released a new book, The Last Enforcer, which is a memoir packed with personal stories, but also insight and perspective on the ongoing pursuit of social justice in this country.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. As we're just about... Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. DA, take it away.
Thank you very much.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. And here's a look at some numbers for Eric Gordon.
And their analytics department won't be happy with the dip in his effective field goal percentage this month. He's not taking the smart shots he was earlier in the season, maybe trying to do a little bit too much.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Out on the perimeter, Green and Gordon. Wood out there with Jayshawn Tate. And it's Porter in at the one. And for Memphis, Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then it's Morant. Then it's Williams. And it's Bain in at the two-guard spot.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
And then Morant grabs it in.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Down low. And there's Wood. That's good on the assist by Porter. And Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant. Reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his, as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own. Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Gordon goes in, and he gets it to go.
Wow.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
For Memphis, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Outside Williams. Morant left side. Over Porter, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
The pass to Wood. 14 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
No, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Morant kicks to Williams. Back to Morant. The 3. Tate with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Green with the ball. Now defended by Adams.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And midway through the season, some players going above and beyond. Terrific performances. So, Steve, is the contract year boost a myth, or is it a real thing?
Kevin, it's a very real thing. A lot of players play much harder in a contract year.
The Rockets have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Here's Porter. And no good. Some solid defense here from Jackson.
Good defense.
Williams kicks to Morant. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
They weren't aggressive on the glass. They weren't blocking out. That puts you behind the A-ball every single time.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. Anderson comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Anthony Melton in for Williams.
So difficult to stay in front of. Shooter allowed to get all the way to the rim that time.
Morant and finished off by Morant.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Green, no luck.
There you go.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Bain passes to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
1:31 left to play in the first quarter. Schroeder against Morant. Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. Can't cash in from close range.
Try to shoot.
Melton kicks to Morant. From deep. Morant with another miss. Rockets trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Houston moving it around.
Oh, the ball.
Morant against Green. 5 to shoot. Here's Matthews. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Morant passes to Anderson. Back to Morant. There's the dish to Anderson. Morant with it. Now Green defending. Lets it go from the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And Green slams it in.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Morant, that's for 2. Morant with another miss.
It's not shot.
Here's Green. The kick out to Matthews. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this.
I got it. Let's go.
Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. They
job.
kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now in his rookie season, Kevin Porter came off the bench. Now he's in Houston. He's a starter.
You know, coming off the bench, you kind of have a feel for the game already watched.
And when Porter gets out to a hot start, Greg, he's shown he's capable of some big nights.
And finding some success with the Rockets, Kevin. Now it's all about consistency and finding ways to win games.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
We've got Tyus Jones. Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's D'Anthony Melton. And it's Conchar into the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. That's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Jones, the pass to Concho. Now, Clark. Here's Melton. Here's Anderson. Good.
There you go.
Anderson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The 7.
Oh, my do bad. Wait a minute. Okay, point guard. Yeah.
Wingspan. Kyle Anderson relies on that and his anticipation skills. Leads to second chance points.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And we all know that star players get a few more perks, but Greg, that can also stir up misgivings in a locker room when things aren't always equal.
Kevin, that's a great point, and coaches really have to be careful. If you're holding one player accountable and giving another a pass, that tends to lead to a fractured locker room.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a back seat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies
out of bounds.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Friday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Sunday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And looking at the Utah matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Porter with it. Now by Anderson. Porter, no luck. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Now, here's Morant for three. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
I totally agree. They just can't be stopped. They're just firing on all cylinders.
Conchar can't get it to go.
It's
trailed by 12.
Wow.
In the corner,
I
it's
missed
Gordon.
that shit.
Poke loose. Now, here's Melton. Not a lot of room.
Yeah. Come on. Oh.
No time at all on that one.
That smells good.
Morant's got 29 in the game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
A combination of unforced errors and just poor decision making. They need to be much better in that aspect of the game this time around.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. And the 21st pick in 2019. Smitty, how did Brandon Clark fall that far?
You know, a lot of times when you play 4 years in college, I don't know, for some reason they think something's wrong with that. He was still tinkering with that form on his jump shot, but you look at his productivity at Gonzaga, I'm not surprised how effective he's been in the pros.
Here's Gordon. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
So timeout called here, the first for Memphis. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Kyle Anderson. Williams, he's checked in for John Concho. And it's Bain in for DeAnthony Melton. And that one's good, Morant.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Back to Porter. Wood against Adams. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Out of bounds.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic. Even his teammates look a little stunned.
Rockets trail by 20. Porter with it. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Not bad.
We talk about how Wood has moved around the league. He also attended 3 different high schools. So he's been searching for direction for a long.
Is that? Alright. Is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's smashing good too.
Time.
And now Wood is laser focused, putting up all-star numbers over long stretches.
And you look at where he started compared to where he is now. Wood may be one of the most improved players we've ever seen, especially if he continues to ascend from here.
Oh my God!
Notice about Green, the next level athleticism, incredible burst off the dribble, and makes smooth adjustments midair.
Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And one can only imagine what Green will be like, Greg, with a little time.
Still refining his shot release, still working on getting others involved. But we haven't seen a 2-guard into the league with this much potential in quite some time.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Porter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Schroeder looking around. Wood. He can't get that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
Let's go.
Here's Williams. Green with the rebound.
Man, how you miss that?
Rockets trail by 19.
Come on. That's a decent shot.
To Tate. Stolen by Jackson.
Good defense.
Fast break Memphis. Williams is running. Here's Morant.
Right.
Williams trying to break free. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Williams.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Schroeder kicks to Green. Back to Schroeder. Passes it to Wood. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss by Houston. Outside Williams. Pass to Adams. Here's Bain. The 3 from Morant. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Grizzlies lead by 21.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He had 38 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, what was your take on Memphis?
There was no shortage of dimes on this team, that's for sure.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. He's on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets. Porter in the backcourt with Green to his side. Gordon out there with Jayshawn Tate.
Oh, no.
And it's Wood in at the center position. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Well, the explosive moment, the quick change of direction, a lot of stress put on the body.
Jones checked in for Morant, and Green gets it to go.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
On the wing, Porter, defended by Jones. Green kicks to Gordon. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Man, which trouble, guys? Which trouble?
Here's Green.
That do a hoop.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Jones, the pass to Williams. Back to Jones. Williams against Gordon. Count it. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Tate kicks to Gordon. Over to the left wing. Porter in the corner. 4 on the clock. Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And the intensity Steven Adams brings onto the court with him is obvious. Doesn't let the game come to him. He wants to dictate tempo.
And Greg, that's a quality that served him well. He had a lot to prove when he came into this league. He had to be assertive early on. That attitude has never left him. He still is an intimidator.
Timeout called the Rockets.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Tillman, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Anderson comes in for Jaren Jackson. Konchar's checked in for Williams. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Bain.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Wow.
Rockets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field.
Out of bounds.
Porter against Jones. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got his 3rd basket of the night.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Jones against Porter. And there's the pass to Şengün. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight, and the Grizzlies leading by 20. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alder.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front. You look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead. A little undersized at the 4, but he can.
What am I doing? Oh, you can't play. I'm gonna check so guys. Let's see some what's going on. Let's see. 12. Oh man, wait a minute. Dribble it.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, you gonna play 1-2 weeks.
Get off the ground.
Wow. got 2 weeks.
And it's Anderson with the ball for Memphis. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And the basket by Jones.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Porter passes to Şengün. That's tipped.
Good defense.
On the wing, Melton. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit over 10 points a game.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Melton. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Melton's got 8 here in the quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
To the middle. Martin with the bucket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And for Memphis, their shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%.
He's sick.
And here's Porter. 6 points for him. Pass to Christopher. Porter looking it over. Şengün passes to Christopher. Just 5 to shoot. 2 points. That one goes. Christopher's got 6 points.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Martin with the block. And he's able to get it back. Jones kicks to Melton. Launches a 3. Here's Anderson. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. He has 6.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow any comebacks.
Melton, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Grizzlies out in front. Run.
A good defense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand.
The hell you from?
Rocket shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Williams is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Christopher to the inside. Fernando, that's good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Passes it to Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist in this one. And the Rockets with possession here. Now, here's Nwaba. Here's the floater. The shot missing. Good D by Williams. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Conchar, good.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Schroeder against Jones. Schroeder outside. Here's Christopher. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Clark left side. Here's Tillman. And he banks in the lane. Tillman's got his first basket.
Like the pass from Clark there, showing he can be a piece of the puzzle.
Jones against Schroeder. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Especially given the high disadvantage. I love the way he created space for his shot.
The dynamic rag between players and officials is always interesting. Some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and Maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
There's a certain electricity to Schroeder's game, this time with a statement finish.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Over here, right there.
Checked in for Conjo.
Out of bounds.
Houston's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Clark, the pass to Williams. Jones for 3. Here's Adams, and it's blocked.
Oh. Wow.
Schroeder against Jones. Pass to Fernando. And he goes in for the dunk.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
To the paint, here's Adams. Williams trying to break free. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Williams. Williams has got his 7th assist here tonight. Schroeder against Jones. Got a piece of it. Culver with the steal.
Good defense.
It's Williams with the drive.
To be
and it's
fouled.
blocked.
Why it's on foul?
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And it's Mwaba missing. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. Williams dishes to Adams. Shoots the 3. No good. Shot missing. And it's Houston the other way. Schroeder outside.
What kind of move is that?
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Yo, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. With the drive. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Defense.
Ring shot on the way. Memphis the rebound. Here's Clark. The kick out to Williams. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
They just couldn't hang on to it. It didn't look ready to receive it. At least they've got some room for error, but still a poor possession there.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. I'm not one for stopping progress.
Oh, yeah,
got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Yeah, foul.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Tillman, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Grizzlies.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so they'll be announcing their win total to 42 games.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For Ja Morant.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Feeds it to Porter. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Jones, no luck.
Wow.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jones against Porter. And the pass to Fernando.
Just shoot it.
Clock at 6. No good from outside. Here's Tillman. It's off. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured out a dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know,
let's go. He got 41 point. He hold. Can't play in 2 weeks. See, it's White. He hold. Like Miss Uddy. White ain't no. Okay, what I do that for you? Yeah, Jones. That's Arthur White. That White dude. He got 22 points.